time to start thinking about craft roulette parameters again. Aw, look at you nice people. You showed up about an hour before the show started. The buzz was already happening. You were already talking about parameters. You are the best. You are the best. I appreciate you all very, very much. Hey, it's Friday. Come on in. Let's relax, have a little chit-chat time, and talk about cards, shall we? This is episode 272 of our Craft Roulette little fun craft entertainment here. I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host, and I am so glad you're here. If you're watching the replay, we'd love to hear from you too. Just give us a little comment, say hi. We would appreciate hearing that. And Chatterbox, I hope you are all doing well. I saw Mary Youngblood's saying she's in the mouth of a volcano because it's so hot in Arizona. That's hot. That's very hot. You know, a volcano can have two different kinds of lightning, but I digress. If you are here because you were joined us for Amy and Rye, thank you so much and for coming back. We're glad to have you come back and spend the evening with us again. Tonight we're going to have a purple princess with us, Christine Bertram. This will be her 12th time to the wheel. She's a brave, intrepid guest. And if you are here to support Christine or you are a Stampin' Up kind of person, we're just so glad you're here. Thank you so much. What is Craft Roulette? Well, in a nutshell, it is the ultimate original paper crafting card making game show challenge, which I think I need to stick in talk show somewhere in there. But we are live almost every Friday night, and when we are here, we have a great big worldwide crafting table, and we always leave a seat for you because you're the most important part of our show. What Craft Roulette isn't is a class. We're not going to do any class teaching. We don't have anything prepared. We don't even know what we're going to do yet, except that we will be using 4 parameters from Mr. Wheel that we don't know what they are yet. Christine doesn't know what they are yet, but she knows the game, and she knows that what we are going to do, she's never been stumped. She's never, ever been stumped, and she's not going to be stumped again tonight. If you were enjoying those 389 cards before I started yapping, thank you for sending in those cards. Those are from last week. We had great parameters, so much fun with Amy and that talented daughter of her, Rise. It was just a nice evening. I hope you got to see it. If you haven't, it is available on replay. There were 9 videos. I watched them, and thank you so much, you guys, for sending in those videos. I like those. I really do. I know I keep saying that, but I really like them. And there are even 7 bonus cards, which means somebody had some parameter fever, and they wanted to keep making some cards using those parameters that we had last week. Let's pull the curtain back on the bony, hard-working fingers of Mr. Producer. There they are. Is there Kitty over there? No Kitty.
No, and I can't play the cheers either because the soundboard is weird.
Well, let's just cheer ourselves. Yeah! We'll give you a hand, you bet. He has been working hard, and actually, we are in the final stretch of Paperganza. Paperganza is our sold-out live event in July. Sorry if you didn't get in on it, but we hope to do it again next year. But we're in our final stretch. I was saying to the group the other day, 6 weeks from last Sunday, Paperganza will be done. And so we are going to have to really pick up a little bit of speed and get some things done. We did work on it today. This big box, I was teasing. Okay, so I've been teasing the Paperganza people in a private Facebook group. I am heartless. But this big box, do you want to know what's in it? I told them that we got this great big box also for some swag, and I was making them guess where it came from, and they made some pretty good guesses. I will tell you, there was at least 1 or 2 perfectly. They got it right, and let me tell you what it is. It is an exclusive handmade set from May Made It's group for Craft Roulette, very Craft Roulette centric, and it is for our Paperganza guests. Now, Club 52 will actually have something they can use. So thank you, May. I love it. I really do. She's got all the stars on there, like May would give you. And she's got Craft Roulette Culture in there, proud member of, intrepid member of, and then all the different teams. And there's even Team 202, Team 300. So if you want to keep making those cards, and you are well into your 200s. So that's so fun, isn't it? Yeah, we will talk more about if that's going to be available later. I don't want to talk about it right now. But thank you, May May. That was a great, great thing for you to help us with. And we will be so happy to put it into swag bags. If you know what if you know what May May is, you know what a Vinny is. And that is a thumbs up, and we would appreciate that right now. Make sure you get that done so you don't have to think about it. And if you haven't subscribed to us, we would appreciate that as well. While I'm thinking of it, Christine's link to her YouTube channel is in the description. All you have to do is click on it and go give her a subscription too. She has live classes all the time. So don't miss out on that. Spin sponsors. We've got some great spins. Oh, did I skip one? Okay, I'm good. Spin sponsors, we've got great giveaways this month. We've got Karen Burniston giving away a $25 gift certificate each week. We appreciate it. We will get to meet her at Paperganza. Trinity Stamps is giving away a $25 gift certificate. They also have a great big sale going on, and it's their 7th birthday. I've been saying 6th. They're older than they look. And Pajama Crafter Stamps is giving away a $25 gift certificate as well. Also, so I don't forget, Christine is giving away a class tonight when we do all the spinning and all that. Stay tuned because you may win one of those wonderful things if you sent in a card last week. We are not sponsored by those wonderful companies. We have a membership group that supports us, and boy, do they keep you coming back, Mr. Producer?
Yep.
He's almost like Mr. Mike, isn't he? Man of no words, man of few words. Yep, he keeps coming back, so you got to keep supporting us, and we want to welcome. Are you ready for the 2 new, Mr. Producer, are you ready for the 2 new members? All right, he's shaking his head. Yes, did you hear the rocks rattle? Cool Johnny is now a member. We're so excited to have Cool Johnny join us. And Cricket W. Funny story about Cricket W. She kept trying to get in our private Facebook group, which you all are welcome to join. But I kept thinking, Cricket W sounds like a robot. So I kept deleting her, and she kept trying again. I kept deleting her. I was going, Cricket W, that just sounds like a robot. I just think that somebody's going, oh, that would be something they'd let us in. But she's a real person, and now she's a member too. So thank you, Cricket W, for being intrepid and having some perseverance. Mr. Mike, how you doing tonight? He's the man of all words and the man of no words. He's looking pretty dapper tonight. I don't think I have a purple sleeve for him, but I thought he would look pretty in this. So I put him in this tonight. We also have some merch and some togs and some fun things over on craftroulette.live/shop. All for you. Check it out. We're selling lots of t-shirts. I'm surprised. And it's great. I think it's so fun to have Craft Roulette t-shirts all over. And Decoy Duck, he's going to be worldwide, that Decoy. Anyway, that's enough for that. Shall we bring her on? The Purple Princess from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, our friend, Christine Bertram. Yay!
Yay!
Well, there's the
I'm
confetti. Yes,
and
we
I
had a
look
little
purple
bit
for tonight.
You always do. And I didn't have a purple shirt. So I thought, well, we'll do our yin yang thing. I will wear orange and you will wear purple.
You are wearing my probably least favorite color. But orange is amazing with bonfires and sunrises and sunsets. So orange has a beautiful look to it. I can't say that it's a horrible color. It's just not my favorite.
No. And you made a really cool card the other day using
Oh my
orange.
gosh, I have it right here.
Yeah,
Yes.
really good.
For mystery card night, I went all orange. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I watched
It looks good.
And I posted it in our group. Just a second.
Very good.
Posted it in our group. So, promoting the orange and all that.
Okay.
Welcome back. For those who
back.
have not met you, could you give us a little bit of who you are besides the Purple Princess of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin?
Sure thing. My name is Christine Bertram, and I am from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. I originally grew up in Johnsburg, which is about 20 minutes northeast of here. And I started stamping in 1999. I did a little scrapbooking prior to that. I got into ceramics before that. My grandma started me with plastic canvas crafts when I was a wee little one. And I did the latch hooks. I did almost everything that you could imagine for crafting. And I stuck with stamping. In 1999, I didn't find a different hobby after that. So
It's
keeps
true
me out of
that a
trouble.
lot of people do. I'm sure a lot of people don't, but a lot of people do. They just kind of go, "Oh, this is fun," and it's so versatile.
Yeah, and I shared it with friends and family back then. I did not become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator until 2013. It took a good 13 years before I got on that bandwagon, and I never was going to have a class. I never was going to place another order after the first order, and here I am.
You're a classic case. You're a
I'm
classic
classic.
case, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
And
Yeah,
when I
never
started
give up.
Never yet. In 1999, when I first started stamping, I was only going to own 3 stamp sets in my life. A Christmas-themed stamp set, a masculine one, and a feminine. Only 3 sets. I thought in my head, that's all I ever need for my whole entire life. People laugh when I say that story.
You still have those 3 and you've never got, no?
No, I don't even remember what those 3 that I originally bought were. I'll be honest. They're wood stamps. They're from back in the day.
Oh.
But when people come here and they see how many stamps I have around and I say that story, they're like, wow, how'd that work out for you?
No kidding. No kidding. Well, you are a super busy Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You work hard. We were just talking before the show. You work hard. I mean, you are not like, oh, I'm just going to start this little direct sales thing and just reap all the benefits. You work morning to night and then some. Yes, because you are live from the hive. And but you work all the time. But you're happy.
So it never feels like work. And I would have to say from the minute I wake up, from like even when I'm in bed, when I wake up in the morning, I'm already looking at my phone for emails and texts, and I'm still responding to people. I've probably missed a phone call already by that time because I usually go to bed late. I'm more of a night owl. So I stay up till wee hours of the morning working on whatever I need to do. And then I'll sleep till 8:30 or 9. So I'll already have a missed call by the time I get up. And it's till I go to bed at night, but it never feels like work. So to me, it's always fun. I enjoy everything I do, every aspect of it.
Yeah, even being on this show.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you just don't even know what you're going to get.
Yeah,
it's been a while. It's been a while since you were here. Want to give you an opportunity to ask. Do you have any kind of questions?
What is craft roulette?
I thought she was going to say, what time is it?
I thought that before I said the other thing. And the only time you've ever stumped me in my life is when the first time you ever asked me that question. I'm like, I don't know. What do you want me to say?
I know. She started answering and it was the cutest doggone thing.
I'm like, I didn't know I was going to answer that.
Oh, just jump right into the tornado that is my mind. I expect everybody to be able to know, what I'm thinking. Google seems to know. Why not you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we have a video for you. We have a visually pleasing answer of what is craft roulette. If you were in the chatterbox, sit back, relax. We're going to roll the beautiful what is craft roulette footage. Christine, you did great. We'll be back to do some more things in just a minute. Wow. What time is it?
What time?
Did somebody ask what craft roulette is?
In a nutshell, Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel, and everyone is invited to play along. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. The wheel has 24 spots to land on, but the spot it lands on might not always be a parameter. It could be a special, like guest's choice, a vetoed parameter, or other fun surprises. When you add the infinite creativity of our community and try and calculate the possible options, square the fun, carry the glitter, divide by the imagination, you end up with a near limitless amount of possible projects. Whoa. We invite a special guest on each week to share their unique spin on our challenge. If you'd like to participate, you don't have to create live with us. You can sit back and enjoy the show. Once the episode airs, you have around 50 hours to finish your own project using the same 4 parameters from this episode and submit, so don't delay too long. After your project is ready, take a photo and head over to our website. Use the Submit Contribution form to officially contribute. The form is open to the public and no membership is required. Everyone who contributes will be featured on our website, included in the next episode slideshow, and automatically entered into the next giveaway. When you visit www.craftroulette.live, you'll find all of our past episodes along with their contribution gallery, the current wheel parameters, info on how to participate, a calendar of upcoming guests, links to our spin sponsors, contact and prize claim forms, our shop, and a huge membership platform. But more on that later. And that's Craft Roulette. If you like what we do, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with your crafty friends who might enjoy it too.
Everyone is invited to join in the fun.
We like to celebrate around here, so before we spin for this week's set of parameters, we're going to look back at last week one last time and highlight some of our community's achievements. And now, back to the show.
Yep, that's what we do almost every Friday night, and you are welcome to join us. It's more fun with you guys. You are the fun friends of Craft Roulette, and we appreciate you. So we're going to look at episode 271, just a little recap and say hurrah for some people's achievements because you guys are so good. We did have 389 contributions last week, so we are up to 58,317 total contributions from when we started, which was March 13th, 2020. And here you guys are. Wow, look at you. Little Central America's kind of filling in. I like it. Very nice look. Very nice look. Still, yeah, you guys are getting really scattered. I know our little friend from Nigeria sent in her card. Very nice. Very nice. Love it. Thank you guys so much. If you want to see your pin, it drops automatically. You can just put where you are and it will drop in there. Whoa, so last week we had matchbook card for a project, colors were park, element was key or keys, and random was curved and straight. Curved and straight, easy peasy. That was my card. It was a classic matchbook card kind of project. The little top flapped into that little bottom striker piece, and it was fun to make. He was so cute carrying his key. Ancient stamp. Ancient, absolutely. Amy's Wares was with us. It was we had a mother-daughter combo. This was her pretty card. I thought that stencil looked really good. Really, really nice job. She's got little curly cues down there on the striker part, and she had monkey. Yeah, she went there. That's really fun. So thank you, Amy, and thank you for sharing your daughter, Rye, who drew her piece of key lime pie. It's wonderful. You're sweet, and I know Mr. Producer just ordered a whole bunch of white marker pens for me to be trying.
Not yet.
But
I'm still working on the order.
Oh, he's still working on the order. But thank you in the Facebook group for sending all your suggestions. Because Rye used hers on that little striker, and we started talking about it. We also talked a lot about pie, because we always talk about food here on Craft Roulette. Thank you, Rye. You were very charming, and we so appreciate you joining us. That was very brave. Very nice. Be careful when you're driving, would you? We want you back someday. Now we're going to bring Miss Christine back on to look at some of your achievements and give you some cheers, because I think you guys are remarkable, and I think Christine probably thinks you're remarkable too. Mm-hmm. And all of your cards are so much different from each other. This is just a sampling. If you want to see all of them, all you have to do is go to craftroulette.live, episode 271, and you'll be able to see them all. I suggest you do it because they're good. Well, we're going to have first timers, we're going to have major milestone achievers, we're going to have Club 52, and 2 new mug clubbers. So, and leading ladies, of course. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let me get their name and where they're from or how many cards, and then you've got the floor for about 3 seconds.
Okay.
All right. Welcome, first timers. This is the hardest card you'll ever send in. I know somebody was saying they were really nervous sending it in. Kennedy C. from Florida. Welcome. Gnomes.
Very cool. Yeah.
Kathy Stevens from Missouri. Look at her keys.
Oh, I love it. The keys. Yes. Piano.
Cheryl Workman from Indiana. I think the keys are on the accordion.
Yeah.
Lou Ann T. from Ohio. I can't talk.
Ooh, lovely garden.
That is pretty. That would have been one of your feminine cards, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our major milestone achievers like 25, 50, and so forth. Rebecca Craft Therapy, number 25. Well done. So cute.
So cute.
Reagan Zick, 25. She has a video also. Thank you.
There we go.
Christy
Cool.
J from Utah, number 50.
Ooh,
Her keys are musical.
musical. Yep.
Terry Callum from Texas, 50.
There you go.
Pretty. That looks
Very
like
pretty.
one
Love
that
it.
you could make.
Love the green.
Becca Yarling from Florida, number 50.
Very cool. Pretty.
Jill McCauley, Utah, 75.
Look
Very
at that
cool.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lori Patterson, Florida, 75. And that's as simple as the other one was mixed media. It's amazing.
Mhm.
Steph T from the UK, 75. Congratulations.
Oh, look at that alligator.
Here comes our mug clubber, Kathy Day. Thank you so much, Kathy Day. That's beautiful.
Pretty.
And our friend Cynthia Sharp, who is a trooper, I tell you what. She's a mug clubber too. Sire has hit 125, and I do believe he drew that.
Wow.
Thank you guys for all your major milestones. I think keep them coming. Now we've got a stamp for you. Vicky Ruda is a leading lady. She got some new lawn fawn today too, didn't she?
Look at that.
Smurf Murphy from California, 232 cards.
Aw.
That's cute.
That's
Jackie
so cute.
Jackpot Muller, 233. Squirrel.
Ah, I love it.
Kathy Earing from Wisconsin, 236 cards.
Piano.
Very pretty. 5K now 6K Limon, 238 cards. She has a video with this. And
Love it.
Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis, you did it again. 249
Wow.
amazing cards, week after week.
Look
Well
at that.
done.
He's breaking out.
I know, isn't that the cutest thing? Welcome to Club 52. Bree Barron from Missouri. That was the only one. She's got some buffaloes in there.
Yeah. Very cool.
Have you gotten a matchbook card here? It kind of seems like you maybe have.
I was
No?
wishing I would have it, but I feel like
Oh.
I might have had it. I vaguely remember Matchbox.
Yeah,
I'd be happy to get it tonight.
Yeah, I think I may have taken it off. But it kind of seems
Aw.
like you may have. But well done all. And so with all the other 300 cards that were sent in, it is worth a trip over to see that little branch of the museum called Craft Roulette's Museum. I'm telling you, it's good. What do you do when you need a little inspiration? You do it based on new product that you have to use, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just came up. I look at my past cards. For every
Mhm.
class that I've done since 2016, I've always saved a set of the cards.
Mhm.
And I have card boxes, like they're envelope boxes. And I probably have 20 envelope boxes full of my past cards. And that's exactly what we did today. We were designing for a class. And I go pull a box and we just start picking out cards that we haven't made for probably 4 years. And we'll like the layout and like, okay, let's use this with new product. So
Yeah.
that's how,
It's
I go
versatile.
back through my own cards.
Yeah. I have kept all but 4 Craft Roulette cards.
Okay.
I thought, when we first started getting guests, I thought, that'd be a great idea. I'll just send them a thank you with my card. And I did that.
Yeah. You almost need to make 2,
Yeah.
one for you and one to give.
But you know how that works.
No, it doesn't work. I know.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, that closes out last week. We really do appreciate you when you join us. I hope if you haven't joined us and you're here tonight, I hope you consider doing that very thing. What will you use and make, you wonder? Well, we don't know yet, but let's bring on the parameters and see what we can come up with. And here they come, rolling with that little wheel. We're going to be spinning for project, color, element, and random, but every week we ask our members who support us if they'd like to veto something. And this week for project, what did they say no thank you to? A2, never. Card on a card, split in the middle, or best wishes. Well, somebody didn't like A2, but card on a card is the winner for the veto tonight, and we will take it off the list. There it
I would
is. That
be
means
very sad.
if
I would be
we
very sad if it was A2.
yeah, you know what an A9 is? That's the one that makes everybody nervous. It is it's 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper folded in half.
So like a slim line.
It's a little bit bigger.
I've had that once with you, and I had to put a bike on it and a pennant
You
coming
did
up
have
behind.
a slim line.
Slim
But
line.
A9
Okay.
is a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll do it. It's 5.5 by 8.5.
Okay.
Ooh, lots of room. We would have so much room. But you may want to think about that for a veto if you're uncomfortable. But we'll get back to that.
Okay.
If we land on a card, we will spin again, and it doesn't mean, and so we won't have to do that card. If you want to do card on a card, you still can. Because
Okay.
it doesn't exist in the negative. But for colors, what did they say? No, thank you to. Summer vacation, bakery, workshop, or sunny day? Workshop is not feeling the vibes there. The bad vibes it's feeling. But we're going to take workshop off. And
Okay.
for element, what did they say? No, thank you to. Boy, you guys are very opinionated this week. Birds, optimistic, nursery, or pictures? Nursery is off. Okay. And for random, what did they say no thank you to? 4 squares, a black and white image, scribble, or whoa, add a mustache.
Ooh, yep.
Well, I don't know. I know. I think we should have had a little drawing on our finger. We will not have to make a mustache. You can still add it if you want to for practice, in case we do get it someday. That's over 3/4 of the votes. Hey, we're off center. There we go. That was very opinionated. So, Chris, this is your one and only chance. Do you have something you would like to veto?
No, I don't like to gamble. Anything works.
Okay, all right. Well, if we do land on guest choice, you get to choose from each column what one you would like to have.
Okay.
So
I'm ready for that, if that happens.
Okay, all right. Do you know what you would choose under project?
Always A2.
A2?
I love A2s. I absolutely do. Can't deny
I think
that.
Mr. Producer already had the cursor on that one. For colors, is there something that would be good for purple?
Summer vacation, I could see using purple. I also think for autumn, you could use purple. Sunsets, you can put that in. Looking here. Easter basket.
Yes.
I don't know. You still have Easter basket on here.
Well,
that could
it's
be
a
purple
color.
Easter eggs.
Yes, it could.
Yeah.
And fungi.
But yeah, exactly. Mushrooms. Exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah. Do you have one that...
Starry night. Rainbow.
Do you have rainbow? Do you have one that tickles your fancy?
How about sunny day?
Sunny day.
Yeah.
We'll find some purple flowers or something blooming on that sunny day, wouldn't we?
Some garden flowers. Exactly.
Oh, I've had some beautiful flowers this week. For element, what would you choose?
What would I choose? I would go with...
You're always good with flowers.
Yeah, flowers, ocean. I didn't see flowers as I was looking through here. Ocean is always good.
Flower.
Book cover. Book cover is nice. Not number 2. Rhymes with ack. Like that. We'd have to talk through that one.
We will talk through them all anyway.
We would talk through that one.
Yeah. There's actually
Food
quite
is
a few
always
things
good too.
Which one is?
Food is always good.
Food is always good. You want food?
Let's put ocean.
Let's go ocean then. Ocean
making waves.
is number 24.
Okay.
There it is. There it is. Okay. Well, I hope, that would be fun. I think we could do some good things with that. And then random. What stands out?
I like 4 squares, but I don't know how that would work with ocean, right? So, but I might not get ocean, right? But Tone on tone is always good. I like tone on tone, like a little bit darker and a little bit lighter. I like faux leather. You can always rumple up your paper and then make it smooth and make it look like faux leather. I'm good with that too. But I like 4 squares too. So let's tone on tone.
I like 4 squares. Let's go tone on tone.
Right? That was like split decision making like that.
It's like it. If you're ordering ice cream, I really like the cookie crumb. Let's have vanilla.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it. All right. Well, the record is 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we've never had higher, and I don't think you've ever had any. So
I don't think so, but the wheel has usually been good to me.
Yeah, he's not too awful. All parameters are doable. Let's give him a warm up just to see, get him started and off that number 1. And for project, will we get A9? Are we feeling the vibes? Are we feeling the vibes? Or A2 would be always welcome. Number 13 is neither. Thank you card.
Oh, okay.
Totally can be an A2 or an A9. 4 colors. We'll see. Do you have some pretty papers lately?
We just got some new stuff too from our pre-order, so I'm hoping I can go pull something.
Ooh, number 22, flying kites. Those you could absolutely have a purple kite in a blue sky.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. Flying
4
kite.
colors. For element. Will we get ocean? Nope. Space.
Nope.
We're kind of the opposite. Space. But we're going to talk about this. It's not only just outer space. For random, there's space in the ocean, I guess.
Okay.
Number 14, highfalutin paper.
Well, kites are high in the sky, right?
Yes. So if you want to combine those, you could. I'm going to give you a second to think while I give my speech. This is a challenge. This is not just watch Chris and Mary because we aren't enough. You guys can open up a whole idea box and make lots and lots of projects for us all to enjoy. This is your art project that we ask you to make. If you want to make it with us, if you don't, you don't have to. But we'd love to see how you take these 4 parameters and artistically express them on a card. The parameters do need to be included if you partake, and they need to be justified, but they can be the main thing. You can make the space be the main thing, or you can just barely fit it in. It's just fine, as long however you want to justify it. You can make each one of those parameters take them very literally, or take them very interpretively, such as
I got it. Space, like is outer space, or maybe an element that has like books that have space between them on a shelf. So
right,
there's a lot of space. You could have elements that are spaced out on a page or on a card front.
There's going to be lots of different things that we can do with that. And you can also on the colors, I usually just say you can also go HEY Google, what are some kite colors? And HEY Google will oblige you with giving you some kite colors. And remember, that's just the color parameter. We will talk about each one of these in just a second. We welcome all levels of card makers. If this is your first one, bravo! Join us. If it's your millionth card, bravo! Keep it up. We would love to have you join us. The project can be very simple and classic, like you will see many cards in our galleries that are just beautiful, simple, classic cards. Or they can be highly interpretive or interactive with bells and whistles and drop downs. And we've got some people that cannot make a simple card in this group, I promise. But there's lots of space in between, and we don't think one is better than the other at all. We just want to see you take some time, have a little craft time, take those 4 parameters and make something. All projects have to be hand created, and you know the line, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. It needs to be family friendly, so I do not blush when I see it in the gallery, which basically means it's appropriate for preschoolers. So, all right, Miss Christine. Thank you card. You were all in. That's easy.
Yeah. Just going to find a little thank you. There's thank yous everywhere. Just a little stamp that says thank you on it and tack it on the card. Like that's probably the easiest one of the four.
Right. Or you could make a great big thank you. There's nothing. Yeah, you could make that the focal point. It would be fine. Because you could put a big thank you in that space on a card, and then you would have it. So, yep. Or you can just put a little sentiment on it. It's going to be easy. Or a speech bubble of somebody saying thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, there's lots of ways to do that. Flying kites. Are you thinking purple kite in a blue sky for the colors?
Maybe. So I was going to take it very literal and put a kite on a card. That's what I was thinking. I remember Stampin' Up! Had a set that had a flying kite in it, but my phone is currently tied with a ribbon right here, and so I am not able to go search my phone to see what the name of that stamp set was. So
if anybody knows it, please tell her.
I might just literally take a diamond and put lines through it, and then like that will be my space as well, because I'll have equal amounts of space in the 4 diamonds within the kite, right? I'm going to maybe make a kite from scratch, right? And have like some ribbon on it to be the tail.
Gotta have ribbon.
I'm trying to tie the kite into with the space at the same time, maybe. And it can definitely be purple.
The sky has space.
The sky has space. There is a stamp set that I got on stage, which is Stampin' Up's convention, and I haven't used it yet. I have been antsy to use it, and I think I'm going to go grab that and see if I can make it work. It's a very wooded background scenery, and I'm thinking about embossing it with black and making a sunset and having the kite flying in the sunset. Like that's kind of what I'm going for.
Pretty.
And it can be a purple kite. Yeah, that's kind of like what I have in my head. So far.
Right.
People are saying Kite Delight as the possible stamp set.
Okay, so thank you for that assist, everybody. I will go see if I own that.
Nice.
Kite Delight.
Nice.
Okay. And my stamps are alphabetized, so I can go right to the K's, and if I have it, it'll be right there.
I was going to ask, is it Dewey Decimal? What are we working with?
Mine are more Dewey Decimal. They're more like categories. And then highfalutin paper is my term that I used to use, fancy pants paper, and then I found out there's a company that's called Fancy Pants Paper. Right. But I use it for my highfalutin paper, which is my Your Paper Insider paper. It's real fancy, lovely stuff. A subscription that I am gifted every quarter. And but highfalutin paper doesn't have to be Western. It sounds Western. But it doesn't have to be Western, but you're going to have some kind of fancy paper on there. Whether that's vellum or some
embossed, you can emboss the paper. It makes it fancier. Okay, highfalutin is like the highfalutin crowd, right? It's the fancy crowd.
Yes.
The highfalutin people, right? Okay.
Highfalutin. Yeah, so some kind of metallic or vellum or something that's a little more than a regular cardstock.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you only have cardstock,
you can highfalutin.
You can make it fancy by embossing on it, putting glitter on it.
Yeah.
Bedazzling it.
Yeah. We're not picky. You just have to tell us what you decided.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think these are okay. I think we're going to be okay. What do you think?
I think I can make it through without too much of my armpits getting too sweaty. I think we'll be okay.
We can't smell you. You're safe. I did shower myself.
I did shower before. I mean, hopefully
doesn't matter at this point sometimes. All right. Well, if you're
the very first one, I was not very good after that. I was like, oh man, like you had me all nervous.
That was different. You were early too. You were like, what? I wrote it down. I thought, no, I didn't. But you were early. You were like number 40.
Yes, it was 40. December. So I was just in a nutshell. You said you started March 13th of 2020. And I think my first live that I did in the online world was around March 27th of 2020. So we were within 2 weeks of each other going live.
Yeah.
So, and I was on that December.
And you were on Facebook and I kept seeing you all the time. And I kept going, whoa, what is this girl? Who is she? And you were on all the flipping time. And so
I did a live every day. Every weekday I did a live. Yep. And then you got to see Bigger Tigger back there.
Yes.
I'll get a
Yeah,
kitten
your
sighting.
kitty. Yeah. All right. Well, if you're comfortable,
Mhm.
I'll figure out something. You chatterbox, are you going to help me out? I hope so. And we'll be back in a few minutes
Okay.
to start this project, shall we?
Mhm.
Break. What is in review? In review, our craft roulette. On Wednesdays, tune in, don't forget. 3 acts await each night anew, with fun and creativity just for you. Act 1, Mail Call, a joy to see. Your lovely letters sent with glee. Snail mail shared with hearts so true. Your crafty spirit shining through. Act 2, Card Showcase, a deep dive. Random picks that come alive. Discussing love for each design. Crafted cards that truly shine. Act 3, Whodunit Game, Detective's Call. Catch Miss Mary in her crafty thrall. A mystery unfolds, a clue to chase. Find the card she tries to case. Guess the crafter, be quick, be smart. Reveal the one who played their part. In live chat, declare your clue. Solve the case and win a prize, too. Live on air with Mary Gun Fun. Crafting joy for everyone. Join us live, be part of the show. In review, where creativity flows. Craft Roulette, a fun-filled sight. Wednesdays await with crafty delight. Subscribe now, don't delay. In review, a crafty play. Send your mail, crack the case. In our world, joy finds its place. Join the fun. Let's craft together for happily ever after, now and forever. Well, that was short. So here we go. You liked my book, Bitty Penny? Thank you. I made another book based, I think you saw that I made a book for my grandsons, JD and LD. Get the chocolate. Using your idea of the little pockets. And we have, I think it's in my backpack. But it was cute. And thank you for making the card for Dr. Shrub so I got to have an idea on what to do. So that was fun. JD went to the pool today, if you want to know what's going on in his world, and he loved it. It was the first time he had gone to the pool, and he's got this adorable little outfit that he wears. It's just splendid. And then little LD is getting a little fat, so he doesn't look so red and newbornish, and he's just getting so cute, and they're doing fine. They're doing fine. It's a hard job to be a parent. They're doing just as much as they can, and I think it's wonderful. They're doing a good job. So this is I had this huge set of things from Trinity Stamps, who is having a sale and is a wonderful friend of Craft Roulette. And I thought, wow, this is the absolute right time to be using this stamp set along with many others. Well, I think we'll see some wonderful, wonderful Trinity stamps. But this is what I'm going to use. I've got some real high. Ooh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Isn't that beautiful? That's some real highfalutin paper. And I'm going to use for flying kite colors. I am going to figure out how to get that purple in there for poor Christine with me and my crazy orange on. I'm not sure how I'm going to fit it in, but we're gonna figure it out. And I've got an A2 size card. There's something I can stamp on. Is there anything else? And then thank you. I'll have to find out a place to put thank you. If I had like this guy running through the skies, he could have thank you on his card pretty easily. And if he was standing on the planet or moon, he could have thank you there, or he could have them in his little balloons. Or he could be saying it. So there's lots of ways to bring that. But this is mostly a birthday set. It's your time to take off. But it's cute. So which one do I want to do? I think I can work purple into this one the best. And he would just be out floating about. I think we'll do this one. I've made several cards with these, and they're very fun. They're very fun indeed. Christine is running around. She reminded me that last time, purple moon would be good. Last time she was here, she was in a boot. So it was hard for her to get her things. And so I think she'll be back in a flash.
I looked up and I thought there was something wrong with the picture because that paper looks so crazy.
Oh, yeah. That you thought it was pixelated?
No, just the purple. Like it looked like a sidebar had come onto the screen or something.
Isn't it pretty though?
Yeah.
It's real pretty. And this is some of that wonderful Your Paper Insider paper. I can't remember what box it's from. But they're all wonderful. They always have a selection. And my contact from Your Paper Insider will be on in July. Charlotte. I'm looking forward to getting to know her. She's also a very talented card maker. So I don't miss a single show. See how he looks like he's already floating in space already. We'll add some little planets and such. And I can make those purple. Okay, so do we want to watercolor these or do we want to ink? We'll ink them. Chris is usually a pretty fast card maker. She's had so much experience that it doesn't take her long at all to make a card. How many in the Chatterbox have seen Chris do one of her live classes, which she does for free? She does all her classes for free. Not the supplies, but she does the classes live. Tell me if you have seen some of her classes. She used to just be on Facebook, but now she is also on YouTube's. You were waiting for cool Mary John Pounds. John Pounds is doing some yard work. I offered him to help us out, but no. He said he's not for hire. I said, are you for bribe though? Yeah, because I'm all about making it work. Let's see. I think I'm just going to do a little outlining, some colors here with some ink blending for those, and then we'll color these in and start placing them. I will do some purple because I do want to be respectful for since I am being so orange. So orange. Does Chris have to go, and she has to go like upstairs, right? To get her stuff, as I recall.
think so.
Yeah, she's a trooper. I might make a couple of these then. Let's add another one. Lou, you can have, let's see, if he's going this way, I want somebody else to go the other way. We can make it a bigger card after all. We can. We'll just see how much we can get done. Christine, Paula Rice, I saw that you found Craft Roulette because of Christine. That is so nice. I like that. Yeah, I know there's some fandom kind of stamp sets too, like Star Trek kind of things. This is your week, Amy Yulin. And Star Wars, that's another one. You can still do fandom kind of stuff. William Shatner, you could put William Shatner's picture. Have you ever seen the William Shatner game where you yell William Shatner and you have to plaster yourself against the wall? John Pounds, you answered me. Good job. So, yep, I think yes, I'm going to do that. This takes a wee bit, so. William Shatner flying a kite. Do it. That would be wonderful. I was real glad to see that Ben Franklin made it to the Key album by Snail Mail by Barella. It was cute. It was very cute. I was glad to see Ben with his key. Well, I don't have to do a floor or any ground because we is in space. But think about like the white space on that you can leave a big border or something that would work for space. I saw somebody say space between teeth, so that's good too. There's space everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. So you're not limited to outer space at all. Yeah. What are you guys are? Brian is here. Okay. Yeah, so checking out the Craft Roulette, we don't have a design team. I've said this before, but we don't have a design team. So we don't have go make Craft Roulette cards on YouTube for us. But these people just make their YouTube. They show us how they did their card, it's real fun how they are just having a good time. I know 5K, now 6K Lamone, our leading lady, she's getting better and better as she gets more and more comfortable with her videos and things, and it's really nice to see. She just enjoys making them, I think, now. So I know it's hard. It's hard when you first start, but it's a safe group to try making videos. So if you have ever been interested in making videos, check out how we do it. Oh, Jody, I'm so glad. Oh, yeah, I like the kids. I like the kids playing with us. I do. Kids of all ages, right? Yeah. Kids of all ages. I'm just waiting for a school project to happen. Okay, we're all going to be making Craft Roulette cards as a school project. It could happen. Absolutely. Chris is coming back. I see her.
You want to come back?
Yep. She's ready to come back. She's already sharing.
Sure.
There we go.
I was going to say, sometimes what you have in your head works out and sometimes it does not work out. So
Boy,
we're going to see what happens.
Did you find that stamp set?
I don't have Kite Delight. I think that I never got it. But I found this is the set that I had in my head, and I thought this would be great, and I could have a kite flying in the front of the background. So this is one I have not used. As you can see, it's still not done and anything with it.
Brand new.
Brand new.
Well, it's been waiting for this very moment. 5K Lamone said on her video, she said, I always wondered why I had this. Now I know it was for Craft Roulette. So
exactly.
You've just been keeping that for this very moment.
Tyler, who I am dating, he absolutely loves trees and nature, and he oohed and awed over this stamp set. And I always envisioned I'd make a card with him first, when we use it, but he's not here. So. Sorry, not sorry.
Well, there you go. That perfect moment just hasn't quite come together.
Yeah, so we're going to see.
Maybe you'll have a card for him, but you have kept all your Craft Roulette cards.
I have.
As I recall.
They're all floating around the hive. They definitely are. I have not gotten rid of any of them. So.
That's so sweet.
I'm trying to debate between an orange, red, yellow sunset or a purplicious sunset. I've done plenty of the orange sunsets, and the purple would be great. I've never really experimented much with purple sunsets, though. So,
well, they always have that pinkish phase.
Yeah. So I made a note. I did make a note when I went upstairs. Let's see what I did with it. I Googled really quick on my computer upstairs the colors that I think I would use. So I would use yellowy, flirty, bubble, freesia, highland, and then potentially gorgeous grape. So I did do a little research on.
Oh, good for you.
If I would want it. So the question is, do I want to try that live with people, for the first time ever, and see what happens? Well, why not, right? If I don't do it now, when else will I do it?
That's right. This is a great place to experiment.
Experiment, right? And if it doesn't turn out, we can always start over.
Place. That's right.
So let's get the cat fur off of that thing.
Cat fur is definitely an embellishment around here.
Right? There's still a cat fur on here. I don't know where that even came from.
That is just going to be a planet, an unknown planet.
You should have on one of your choices cat fur or like pet fur.
Fur, I think would.
Fur.
Yeah, fur.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm curious, has anybody used this new stamp set that just came out called Peaceful View? Has anybody made a beautiful card with it? I'm really curious. So we need Versamark. We're going for it.
Yeah,
We're just going to make it happen.
I gotta have a border. I can't do clear, but space. It goes and goes and goes. It's real hard not to have a border around a card. It isn't my norm, but I will. This is where you're not normal.
Right. Anything goes, right?
We do have several new people coming on the show in the next few weeks. You're a veteran. Do you have any suggestions for them?
To not overthink it. And
okay, that's good. Fair enough.
I mean, yes, you can prepare yourself, but whatever you prepare for is not going to be what you're actually going to make.
It's so
I've learned to not think about it until we're live and actually doing the wheel. Really? Yeah. I remember I get worked up for weeks beforehand. Not worked up per se, but like I overthink it.
Right.
So there's still a cat fur there. So that would be my advice. Is just make sure you have plenty of supplies and card ideas.
Yeah.
I remember in the beginning, I would have samples around me, card samples. So you didn't know it, but I probably put all these different cards around me so that if I didn't know what I was going to do, I get your clues. I mean, oh, I can taste this card right here. This is perfect. Right?
I have actually suggested that.
Around me.
That's actually in our guest wiki. That is one of the suggestions. Yeah. Which you started way before we had that. So you started when I was still copying and pasting all my instructions to all of our guests. So you probably don't know that. But yeah, that's one of my instructions. And so that's so intuitive of you. I'm impressed.
Yes.
As always. Yeah.
Yeah. I like to, when you're studying for a test, you try to prepare yourself as much as you can. And not that this was a test, but it was kind of like a test.
Test. Just because you're putting yourself on the line and your public self on the line. But you can't fail. I guess you could, but it'd be hard. Mm-hmm. Especially on your, I think in the old days, this was so new and we didn't really know and understand what we were thinking that it was more nerve-wracking. I don't think it's so and the parameters were more nerve-wracking, but they have evolved.
Mm-hmm. They definitely have. Yeah.
To more user-friendly. Like all parameters are doable. It should be a t-shirt, I'm telling you. Because they can.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I made a little mess. But
that's gonna.
Yep. We're gonna
be dramatic.
Yeah. We're going to see what this is. See, that cat fur was still on there, and it left a little mark. Well, we might have... That's where the kite's going to go, you guys. Right there.
There you go. Decision made.
Okay, so that needs set over there. I've learned never to put the heat tool on where there's runaway embossing powder. That could go astray.
So seriously. Yes.
Oh.
Or
goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put the heat tool on. If you want to mute me while I'm doing this, that is all right and understandable.
It should be fine.
Should self-mute.
Yeah, it filters out noise.
Okay, let's see what happens. All right, the handy-dandy clothespin action here.
Oh, girl, I got you. Oh, girl, you gotta make yourself. You'll love this.
I'm going for it.
Not only do you do the handy-dandy clothespin, but you use a piece of cardboard and put some aluminum foil on it.
Okay.
And then you put your little thing on there. And then you definitely don't burn yourself. Plus, you get the reflective heat very minutely, but you get reflective heat, and it doesn't work as much. Oh, girl, I am here for you.
All right. I got it. That looks good.
And you'll come up with some name.
All right. I'm going for it.
Okay. You can make it big or little. And it won't cost much. And Ardith does something similar too. That was one of the things when I saw Ardith do it, I went, oh, it is a good idea, because Ardith is a good idea. Well, is everybody starting on their cards so far, or are you waiting? Because it's Friday. Sometimes if you've worked all week, you might be tired. I know I'm not as clever when it comes to crafting when I'm tired. But hopefully we'll give you enough structure that it is easy. Yeah, it truly works. It works real well. And you can see the element of the heat tool reflecting on the aluminum, so you'll know if it's hot. So you don't have to blast it into your face to see if the heat tool is hot enough, which is not a good idea to blast it into your face. I don't think. Personally, I would issue it. You have to narrow down your ideas. Yeah.
Tigger had to come investigate. He got his nose up really close, but he didn't make it on the camera. All right. I missed one little section. I see it right now.
Well, at least you didn't stick your finger in it. That's the worst.
Does this count as highfalutin paper?
Highfalutin. Yeah.
Highfalutin. It's fancy now. It's glossy.
It's very beautiful.
Body.
Do you the old craft roulette way, do you consider it highfalutin?
I think it's fancy pants paper now.
There you go.
It's glossy.
Same
it's very
kind of
shiny.
thing.
So that's what I was thinking in my head.
Yeah, I like it.
I would accomplish that. Okay.
You got it.
So we can move you on out of here. All right. Very good. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. All right.
Moving right along. This does not look like it's going to take you very long.
No, I'm going to add a nice bordered background and then mat it on. So mat it on a color, put on a black card base is my plan. And then the next thing I'm going to do, well, I got to build a kite yet, right? I've got only one element done at this moment in time. So we're going to make our background though. Question is purple or regular? I think I can see Tyler would appreciate regular versus purple. So we're going for regular.
You went to Disneyland the other day.
I did, like 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago. Yep.
How fun was it?
It was good. I got to hang out with my cousin Kelly. I took her with me and she had a fabulous time. I did too. It was nice to get gone and nice to come back. Get away for a little bit.
And you earned it, I assume.
Yep, sure did. Sure did.
Do you have a favorite ride?
Not necessarily. Well, we did not, but we did do this ride called Soarin' in Epcot Center, and that was pretty cool. And then on the last night, Stampin' Up! Took the park, the Magic Kingdom Avatar section of the park, like under its wing, kind of. We had it to ourselves, and there's a ride in there that is like you're on a banshee from the Avatar movie, and that was pretty cool too. So that was pretty cool. But like the favorite part of the whole thing that I enjoyed about the Disney part of it was Epcot Center, the eating and drinking around the world. So you got to experience all the different foods and drinks from different areas of the world.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was fun.
Indeed. Did you have good weather?
Oh, yeah. It was really warm and it didn't rain. I guess it rained on that Sunday and the Monday, and then we got in on Tuesday.
Oh,
so
nice timing.
We missed all the rain. So it's very important that you get all of this heated up before you go at it like this. Otherwise, it will all flake off.
That is so absolutely true, and it is a very bad way to find out that you missed something.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Not a happy moment at all.
Kelly is a Winnie the Pooh fanatic.
Oh, I
So
can see that in her. I totally
she
can see that. Yeah.
was in Pooh heaven, just so excited. We stood in line to go see Winnie the Pooh, and she got to give him a hug and get
Oh.
him to sign a piece of paper. And so she was loving that.
Aw.
So that was really good.
There is a place in Kansas City that I went to a couple weeks ago with my friends, and she would love it. It's called the Rabbit Hole, and because she loves museums, and it is a children's book museum, and they have rooms and displays of children's books, like life size, and she would love it. It'd be worth a trip to Kansas City for her, I think, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to let her know that.
Rabbit Hole.
The Rabbit Hole.
It was totally.
Very
I
cool.
didn't take any kids with us. I think I liked it better without them than I would have with them.
With them. I just looked at what you were doing. You made purple balloons.
I did. I like
Nice.
you. It was
Thank
for
you.
you. Yeah. See, he's out in space with his purple balloons on hovering over a purple planet. He just needs to say thank you on one of those balloons.
I just realized I forgot to do orange. So let's see if we get orange in here.
Aw, look at you. I have a few questions. Personally, but I have a few questions from some of our members.
Okay.
Hat Trick Smith has a trick question because she's a hat trick. But she says, if you had no scissors, trimmer, guillotine trimmer, or rotary cutter, what would be your next choice for cutting cardstock? Have you ever chewed cardstock to cut it?
No, this is what I would do. This is what I would do. If I couldn't cut cardstock, I would go like this, right? I would go like this, and then I would bend it back this way. Like this, right?
Yeah.
Like that.
Outsmart it.
And then that's how I would cut there. That's how I would cut it. But I'd make sure I didn't do that, right? Okay. Because if you don't have a scissors and you don't have a guillotine and you don't have that, like, how do you cut your paper, right? Like, does that count as cutting or does that count as tearing, I guess?
Well, I'm not going to get
Okay, so what else is there? What are other options for cutting?
Well, you could chew or a craft knife, I guess.
Okay. A razor blade?
A razor blade, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what else.
What would she do?
A butter knife? She didn't say.
She didn't say. Okay.
No. I guess you could poke holes too and then have something to rip on. Like you could run it under a sewing machine and then have a tear strip.
Right. That
would be desperate times. Desperate times for desperate measures.
For desperate measures. Yes.
Okay, we're going to do a thank you in here because I can. Do I want to do a thank you in here? Well, wait. Well,
what else are you? You have a thank you somewhere.
I wish I had a wobbler, but I don't.
I went to go buy wobblers earlier in the year, and there were no wobblers to be found anywhere. Like gone. Oh, no. Not a wobbler that I could buy off of the Amazon. So I ended up doing something else instead. Taking paper and just folding it, right?
Right. You can do some little faux things, but they're not as easy and they're not as effective.
Right.
Gonna have a little green cheese here.
Okay.
I may only use one of my astronauts because the card's not very big. And you're speedy. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful sunset.
Right? Okay. So that's as far as I got on my sunset. Now I just got to wipe off all the black because there's ink all over the black.
You don't want to overcrowd space now.
No. You need to be able to spread your wings out there. You're pretty far north. Did you see the Northern Lights this year?
I have not.
No?
No, but we did last year. Last year, I remember in the middle of June, we went outside. They put me in my wheelchair. So this time I remember it was last year because I had my broken foot. And
that is memorable.
We went out to the middle of the road and we could see the Northern Lights. definitely. Last year that happened. I guess we'll have to go out and look and see if we can see them.
I don't know that they're around right now, but I know they've been around a couple times this year. So I thought, oh, you're up
right.
north. Surely
Apparently
you've
there's
seen
an
them.
app on your phone that you can get that tells you when the northern lights are at their best and at their peak.
Of course there is.
Yeah, because there's an app for everything.
Yeah. Oh, there is an app that you may want to know about
Okay.
that Mr. Producer wrote.
Ooh. So tell me more. Tell me more.
It's called Calc.app.
Okay.
And it is a bunch of card sizes and conversions into metrics and
It
Imperial
does Imperial
and-
to metric or the other way around.
Okay.
And it also does closest envelope sizes in both systems is what they're called.
Okay. Very cool.
and it's free.
And it's free. Free is good. That's a good price.
Cardcalc.app. Hard to say fast and often, but still very good. And here's the thing that you might like. What is the measurement thing? How you can use the measurements, Stephen?
Oh, it'll let you add mats. So you can take an A2 card size and then add a mat at a 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch, all the different sizes, and it will give you all of the measurements of how far from the side in both imperial and metric.
Perfect. That's
And it
awesome.
saves it.
And then it has the thing is it has a thing where you can copy paste all of the dimensions really easily.
For those
Okay.
who are adding for kits and things for online kind of stuff, I suppose. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
When did that become available?
It's available
Yeah,
now.
it's just online.
Did you just get it this? Like, did you just make it this year, or you had it?
Yeah.
I made it
Yeah,
in
that's cool.
it took about 8 hours of work.
Wow.
I did this winter, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
I wanted
very
to
cool,
learn.
yeah.
Well, I had 2 reasons. I wanted to learn about the different paper systems because I was just like, where do they come from and why do they act the way they do? And so I went on to Wikipedia and I started reading about the paper systems, and I'm like, this is really complicated. There's not an easy way to learn about these. And so I dug pretty deep into it, and then I made the converter just because there's a bunch of conflicting information about how to do it, and there's good information, but I wanted a way that if we had weird card sizes on the show, I could just paste a link to the size and people could see it in both imperial and metric.
That's great. That's so awesome. It's good. It's such a handy tool to have. That's in the App Store. So like you can go and
So it's it'll work like an app. You can install it like an app, but it is just a website. So there's
Okay,
a way like in your browser, depending on the type of phone, you can like hit the option menu and hit install this as an app.
Mhm.
And it will work like an app, but it's just a website. It's called a progressive web app.
Ooh. Definitely need to check that out. I'm glad you guys are liking the sunset that I did. So I didn't
it's
use liquid
beautiful.
glue to put that down because the paper was very warpy. So I thought by doing tear and tape, it would help keep it flatter. All right. So I've got my highfalutin still going on here. I still haven't done the other 3.
Linda
Working
Beal
on it.
asks, Christine
Yep.
Bertram, what year did you attend your first Stampin' Up! Convention?
2014. And the reason that I did, the only reason that I did is it was free. I would never have attended a Stampin' Up! Convention probably my entire life. But when something is free,
Yeah,
you take advantage of free because free is the right price, right?
correct.
So I joined Stampin' Up! In October of 2013 when it was only $25 to join. And they also offered new people to go to the 2014 on stage for free. So
Wow.
and I had frequent flyer miles, so my flight was free, and I stayed with my upline, and so that was an expensive trip for me, and I have never missed an onstage or Stampin' Up event ever since. Yeah.
Have you made that money back from that $25?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I got like 2 packs of white paper and dimensionals.
Oh.
Yeah. I used it wisely. Mm-hmm.
It's got to be, this has to just be floating because everything's floating. You know, I have something sad to say to you.
Okay.
I'm out of Stella. And these little, I could use some real well on this card, but I'm out.
I got to send it through the camera here for you.
Just hand it over. Hand it over.
Right.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Now, Stephanie Mormon asks, I don't think she's probably not here. I don't think she's going to be here for a couple of weeks. I think I saw that in the comments. But she asks, how often you prepare hundreds of kits.
Mm-hmm.
Hundreds of kits. And then some.
Yep. This is true.
What would be a psychiatrist's advice if you ever laid down on his or her couch and said, I am so tired of preparing kits? What would that psychiatrist say to you?
What would the psychiatrist say? You can't stop now. You're just getting started. There's no turning back now. People need you. They want
there
your
you go.
card
That's
kit.
the one I was thinking of.
Right?
This is what you wanted.
Yes, exactly. There's a sign in my hive that says, this is what I've always wanted. And somebody gave that to me many years ago.
Oh, this is what you asked for. And you don't want to go back to the car dealership.
Right. Wells Vehicle Electronics. Exactly. I'm always welcome to go back there if I wanted to, but I don't need to, right?
Yeah, right. That's a funny question, Stephanie.
Yeah. Hopefully I answered that good.
I think you did. And it is, because it is a lot of work. You're doing a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And just not me. It's my whole tribe. I have a whole support crew, and everybody does an amazing job helping me.
Right.
I have people that are always asking me, what can I help with? What can I help with? What do you need help with? And that is exactly what I need. If I didn't have people reaching out to me, I would not be where I am right now with what I can accomplish on a normal day.
You have a whole army of worker ants.
Mm-hmm. Worker bees.
Worker bees, yeah.
Bees or ants all work together too, though.
Yeah, but she's in the hive.
Oh, that's right. I missed an opportunity. Totally missed
that's
that.
Okay. We got you covered. We got your back.
It's not a
Thanks,
hill,
guys.
it's a hive.
Here live from the anthill.
Right?
It doesn't have the same ring.
No, it really lacks. It's not good.
So do I make a purple kite? I need a purple kite yet. But purple doesn't fit in the card. It's okay not to have. Look at me using two orange cards this week.
You're coming over to
am I
the
feeling
right,
okay? Let me check my temperature.
You're coming over to the orange side.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure out what color kite to make. I don't know.
You have to have a kite. Kite is just the colors.
Well, I want a flying kite. I even got my
flying kite.
I have my but I want to have my string here, and I was going to tie little bows on it like that, and I was gonna make a little baby kite, and then the space of the kite was going to be like 4 equal spaces of equalness, right?
That's the one.
Choose my words, right?
That's the one. That's the formula I would use.
Right. So now though, a black kite with isn't a kite a bird? I think
kite is a bird. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
It is.
Hmm.
It is.
How are you doing? You're probably almost getting done there.
Kind of bird. What is it? It's a kestrel or something. This girl we had on last week, Rye, who is Amy's daughter, she's 15, almost 15, and she knows she wants to be an ornithologist. She knows all about birds already.
I don't
was
know if I
quite
know what
impressed.
that is. That an
It's a
ornithologist?
It's a scientist that studies birds.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I just thought, wow, that is such a unique thing to want to do already. But we had a good time talking about birds. I enjoyed her company. So, do you get outside enough to get some vitamin D? Because I think you're in the hive a lot. Do you get
Do I
out?
get outside?
The bee hill.
The bee hill.
Get out to the tree hill? Yeah, I left today. I went and got
Okay.
groceries today. I left the house today. I don't always leave the house, but we tease because I don't leave the house very much. So it's to go to the bank and to go to the post office and to the UPS store, right? That's really all I leave for. So once a week I get out of the house, and I got out of the house.
It was your day.
It was my day. Yep.
Was the world pretty much as you expected it?
Yeah, right. It was.
Yeah.
Exactly. It
It
was
hadn't
beautiful.
changed
The
that
sun
much.
was shining.
Oh,
Life was good.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was
was
a
good.
pretty day here. Super hot.
It was hot here too. Oh yeah.
You've had crazy weather. We watched Ryan Holland. I know they've been talking about you guys.
Okay.
Oh, I hope the anthill is okay.
It's the ant hive and the bee hill.
You're right.
I can put another guy inside. Because you are just having a good time. I'm having a good time. This is going to be it for my front, I think. I've got my highfalutin paper right there. I've got space. I got a little darling spaceman. My kite colors are blue sky and purple and teal. And I've got a little thankful there for my thank you card. So I can continue just having a good time. Thank you for helping me relax and have a nice Friday
Good.
evening.
I'm waiting for more questions to come through.
Last year you had a remarkable, outstanding charity event.
Yes.
Are you working on that one again this year?
We just finished the MS benefit, the National
Okay.
MS Society. We donated $7,600 to them. I just wrote the check out last week. We just got the last monies in from people that still owed for it. And the
That's good.
president for the Wisconsin chapter came to the Hive last week, Thursday, actually. And we presented the check to him in person.
Oh,
And he was beyond grateful for the support that we
that's
did
a lot of money
for them.
Wow.
And so that was our April benefit. And we're going to do the Wounded Warrior Project again in the fall. And that's super exciting. So
Yeah,
we are already gearing up for that.
nice. Yeah, it's great. Your community is very generous.
Mm-hmm. We are.
And you do a good job of rallying the troops for such.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So well
I'm trying to
done.
figure. Yeah. And next year, okay. So next year we're going to do, I think, 3 benefits. We always do the
Wow.
MS Society in the spring because I have a lot of people on my team. It seems like more and more people are being diagnosed with it. So that Kelly, who helps me in my day-to-day activities, she wants to add on another benefit in the summer. And then we're going to do for the fall that there's going to be 3 different options. So when people register for next year's fall event, that they can pick 1, 2, or 3. We're going to have 3 like breast cancer awareness, we're going to have diabetes, and we're going to have veterans. And when you register, you can pick where your proceeds or your donation goes to. So that we cover more organizations with the donation.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's wonderful.
People are very specific with where they want their money to go to.
Well,
So,
they do. They are. Yeah. And reasonably so.
mm-hmm. So trying to figure out if I like my kite or not. I'm kind of like stuck with that. If I had Kite Delight, I would have stamped a kite and cut it out. But I think I'm okay with it. I'm going to put a gem right in the middle of it, I think, and be done with it. And my
you got
space
your force.
is,
You got your
I got my
force crew
4
there.
Yep,
Yeah.
I got my 4 equal spaces. I think I'm going to just call it a day and be happy. Elizabeth Sunding says no kite. I don't know if that means for me, but I'm going to put a kite on my card so that I fulfill the requirements for the craft roulette wheel. I wondered about doing a yellow in the middle here, but I figured that coral would fit really good. Silky Gwen says that I don't need a kite.
No, you
Gwen
don't.
says-
It's just a color parameter. You don't.
But what?
It's
So like,
true.
So really just let it be like this?
You can.
So
It's
my
a-
colors of my kite are my sunset?
If you're thinking that a kite is out in a sunset, or the kite itself is a red and orange fade kite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I'm getting people saying don't put a kite on it and just call it good with this.
Yeah,
Because it is
you
really
can.
pretty just like that, right?
It is. It really is pretty.
Okay. Well, if that's what
And
my
Gwen
tape
says
saying,
it too, man. You got to listen because you hung out with her. You know that.
yeah. Okay. So Gwen, all right. Oh yeah. Gwen was trying to hook me up with some more coffee from the brewery that we went and visited when I was out in San Diego with Tyler. All right. So I was going to put that like that. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look how
and then
pretty that
I was
is.
going to put some, you got to have some. So you guys, there's no ribbon on it though.
Oh, dear.
One
You'll
moment.
figure out. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, I got it figured out. You just don't you worry.
Already? Are you
Yeah.
going to do the crissy crossy stuff? Yeah.
I'm going to make a little rabbit's nest or a rat's nest on the back. I almost got it here. So
That was a close one, Chris.
I know, right? So it's funny. I was designing with Diane today and we did 2 cards and it got to the very end and we had both of them almost complete. And Diane's like, well, where's the ribbon? I'm like, oh no. We gotta get ribbon on here.
Slipping. Was it going to the grocery store that threw you off?
Yeah, right. I can't go to the grocery store anymore. I can't just leave the house.
No,
Throws me
Sam's
off.
delivers.
Yeah, they do. Okay, so I can officially say that my kite has to do with the colors of the sunset, that my kite is orange, yellow, and reddish.
Yes,
Mr. Producer says I can do that.
You are coming over to the orange side. I can feel it, and it is good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Priscilla. Don't forget to give us thumbs up. I appreciate that. There, I even got a little guy inside, and I can figure out something else for him to be thankful for, and I have another little planet I can add too.
Jan K says ribbon's a thing. Well, it is for me.
It is.
Only because in the year 2016, I was designing with Gina, who's one of my best friends, and we were designing for classes together, and we made a pact that we said we would always try to include ribbon on absolutely every single card that we ever made. And so it's how many years later, and so that is it's a thing for me, right? And Stampin' Up! Makes really pretty ribbon. And so if you don't ever use ribbon on cards, I look at it, however you're going to sell it, or if you don't use it, how do you share it with people, right?
That's true. That's true. Ribbon's a thing.
Ribbon's a thing. It is for me. So
the hive, in the ant hive.
Yeah, in the ant hive. Yeah. Okay. So I got.
Wow, we did it. I think we did great. Look, and they're so okay. This is pretty ironic. I went purple and you went orange. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Look at us working together.
Yes. Yes. I love it. Well, like I said, I have my thankful little thing there, and I have my kite colors are teal or blue-green and purple, violets and blues. And my space is pretty obvious. I went outer space, and my highfalutin paper is this beautiful paper that's a purple planet. Purple planet of glitter. Can you imagine? You would love that planet.
I would. I definitely would. I would be there all the time.
It sounds like the place that you need to look for in the telescope. The purple planet for the purple princess.
Mm-hmm. I just realized that my space is nature. My space is outside nature, right?
Yeah. The space of the sky. Yeah.
The space of the sky, yes. And then my highfalutin is the glossy paper I made with the tree being fancy and glossy. And my kite colors are the sunset colors of the orange, the yellow, and the poppy-ish. And thank you for everything.
That's good. That's real good.
Okay.
We did it. We did it fast too, man. That was really fast. That was great. I'm not complaining. I think we did great. I like our cards a lot. I am too. Yeah, that's what I would call a classic traditional card. I think it's beautiful.
I can't wait to show it to Tyler. He'll be very impressed that I actually used the stamp
Ooh.
set. Yay.
Nice. Maybe he'll make a card this week.
Yeah, he hasn't done that lately, but I take it back. He did card class with me. One of my gals on my team, Krista, started doing classes here in the Hive, and he took a class with me last month, and we made 4 manly, outdoorsy, naturey cards, and he was all ham over it, so it was good.
Oh, good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him. Did you have to help him a lot, or was he pretty adequate?
Like step by step. And he'd wait till I could tell him what to do next, like glue here, cut this. Yeah. He needed a little guidance. Yes, but he did really good. He doesn't give his cards away, though. He hides them in the back closet room. And whenever he wants a pretty card, he always teases me that he needs to ask one of my gals to get a pretty card. I'm like, but you can use one of your own made cards that you have. And he doesn't like to use them because he thinks he likes to stare at them when he goes back and changes and stuff.
I think that's very sweet. I keep mine. I can't judge.
Judgment
free zone. A lot that I don't keep too, but yeah, these I do. Well, we're going to let you break for a minute, change your camera or whatever you need to do. And then we'll be back to say goodnight. And I want to hear all of your upcoming classes so that everybody can start checking out the Hive.
Perfect.
And tell people how to play, give away some stuff, and tell them who's coming up soon. So, Thank you. Did it again. Whoops, we did it again. We did some pretty cards. Well, mine's kind of silly, but it's still kind of pretty. It's still kind of pretty. You get to play too. This is not just Christine and Mary night. This is for you. All you have to do is include those 4 parameters in the way you want to include them. They have to make sense. But tell us how you decided to use them. There's a place in the description that you get to tell us. And send that in by Sunday night at midnight Central Daylight Time to craftroulette.live. Submit your contribution. Something like that. Submit contribution, I believe it is. And we would love to share it then on next week's program. And I may case your card on Wednesday night. You just never know. But we have some great people coming up. A bunch of newbies. You guys got to be here for them because that's a lot of pressure. And you guys are also nice and welcoming. They will feel much more at home if you are here. Justine Dvorak is coming next week. You do not want to miss her. Absolutely do not. Tina Wankanobi, one of our very own, will be joining us after that on Independence Day, but she'll be in the Philippines. And we will get you out in time for fireworks, most likely. Hannah C. will be joining us after that. She's a good card maker and a lovely lady. And then Charlotte, my friend from Your Paper Insider, will be joining us. And then, oh my gosh, this is freaky, Mr. Producer. Then it's Amanda Stevens, who is our guest for Paper Ganza. That means we have already, we really do have a lot to do. But we're going to be okay. But, I kind of look forward to having Box Liberation Day around here. I was talking to Amanda and I was going, Amanda, I'm kind of thinking about a new HGTV show about decorating with boxes. Because I have so many here, but it's so fun to have them and know they're going into your swag bags and more. But yeah, that's freaky. I'm a little bit nervous right now. But join us every week and make sure you join us for the live Craft Roulette from Paper Ganza. Oh, all my guests are going to be there. 128 of my best friends. Some of them I've never met. Many. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. We do always want to thank our members because they do keep Mr. Producer coming back. And if Mr. Producer's here, I'm here. And you wouldn't want this show without him. I can guarantee it. We do have an after party Zoom tonight after this show, which I'm kind of glad we got done early, so we can hit the Zoom call early here too. That's good. That's for silver and gold and up. We also have our gold crop tomorrow at noon Central Daylight Time. It's usually on the last Saturday but it's on tomorrow because I have a baby Luke shower on the last Saturday. So I won't be around because baby Luke is got a little shower time. Still can't do, we still can't do public or pictures of him, but we are looking forward to it around Thanksgiving. I think it's when it is, or Christmas. It's a long way off, but trust me, he's adorable. Thank you all, and I hope to see a bunch of you in the call after this. That'll be nice. Then it's time for some confetti, and that means giveaway time. There's all that confetti just flowing down like it has a reason to go somewhere, but we know it doesn't. If you sent in one of those cards last week, and you wanted to, your name will be on that little spinner. Looks like we have 373 on the spinner, and we're going to give away some stuff. Oh, we always start with a CROG, a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty bitty gift that goes all over the world. Oh, Don, that's so great. Thank you. Yeah, you do get more calls and a little more time with each other on the silver, and it's fun that way. Terry Todd made the cutest little card for her card last week, and I cased it on In Revue. So, Terry Todd, this is a big week for you. What does that mean? Anything? I don't know. I don't think so. But congratulations for a Craft Roulette goodie bag that needs to stay in the United States. If you are not in the United States, we will send you a CROG, a Craft Roulette original giveaway. And by the way, if you didn't watch In Revue last week, this is Freddie Chance. He is our new whodunit guy from Colleenburg. Is he the cutest? Karen Roberts, she is in Missouri, I think. So I can send that one to you, no problem. Nice. I think she's down south. So, congratulations, Karen Roberts. Now, what are we going to give away next? Not Freddie Chance. I'm holding tight to him. Karen Burniston, a $25 gift certificate. She does have a new release this week. It's amazing. If you want to have, she's got like balloon arches and all sorts of good things like that. Sherry Browning, you go to the dashboard on the member content, look for the Zoom schedule, hit Zoom schedule, and there's a one-click button there to join us. Lou Ann T. Congratulations, Lou Ann T. I know that since I'm going to be doing a call tomorrow, I definitely won't do these until Monday. So don't be worried if you don't hear from me till Monday. For a $25 gift certificate to Trinity Stamps. What do you think, Freddie? You think this is a good idea? Yeah, he's smart. Sharon, congratulations. You will have fun shopping at Trinity Stamps. And for a pajama, I kept saying it wrong the whole month. Pajama Crafter Stamps, but Joy was a great he could sit on my shoulder. Joy was a great sport about me saying her company wrong. Oh, I will never forget now until I do. Who's going to get it? Wendy Haywood. Congratulations, Wendy. And we're going to spin one more time because Chris said she would be giving away a class, and we will tell you how to get that all figured out after she comes back on, but it's fun. I know she said a lot of you have gone to her classes when you have won them, so that's nice. She's a good teacher. She does do all her classes free, but I think you get the kit or something. Jennifer Petty, congratulations.
Almost on Gwen.
Oh, shoot, it really is. We could have just taken a deep breath and sent it on over. There will be, right now, it should be open, a claim your prize form over on craftroulette.life. Please use the same email that you used when you sent in your card so that we will recognize you as the rightful owner. So, yeah, do it. I look forward to getting you some gift certificates and such. Thank you. Thank you, spin sponsors. Thank you, Chris. And let's bring her back. There she is.
Yay!
You making an orange card. This is Freddie Chance because you have mystery card night, but we have Who Done It. And
Ooh.
you have mystery card night where you give clues that people make along your card along with you.
Mhm.
But in Revue's Who Done It, I take a card from the gallery and trick people and remake it, but
Okay.
it's not a
Not
direct
the same.
copy.
It's
And so
different.
these poor people are in the gallery trying to find this card, getting clues from what I'm making, and then they just guessing. But it only takes them about 15 minutes usually.
Okay.
But I got the
That sounds
mail,
exciting.
and this was in my mail this is Freddie Chance, and he has a whodunit hat, which is
That's
the
awesome.
game that we play. So, yeah, it's fun. It is good time. And he has a microphone or a magnifying glass, too,
Very good.
just like you. Okay, let's give a breakdown on how many classes you're doing and where they can find you and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. So I have a YouTube channel. It's called Cards by Christine. That's where I do all my live classes. And you're correct. I don't charge for any of my YouTube lives. The only time I would ever charge for people to have access to something I do is when I host big events and people need to register for those events. And then they have access to the private Facebook groups. I just came out of a huge Stampin' Fun in the Sun this past 3 weeks ago. We had over 144 people and I sold out days before the event started, which was amazing. And you are funny because you have Paper Ganza. I had Paper Palooza. And that is another big event that I filled up. I had 96 spots and I filled up. My friend Amanda, who I designed the cards with, has a few spots left for that. But for classes, I offer kitted classes and classes like Mystery Card Night or Share a Recipe, Create a Card, Inspire Others, where people use their own supplies at home. And I've heard that people love watching those because it encourages them to use what they've previously purchased. And they don't have to buy more stuff. But if people want to get kits from me and craft along with me or craft on replay, I sell the kits and I also make them free with a purchase. So if you buy Stampin' Up! Product anyways, and you want to get free classes with your purchase, if you meet the minimum amount, which is $60, then I mail, you tell me which classes you'd like to take that are eligible, free with an order, and then I mail them out to you. Yeah. Yeah. We mail about
It's a lot to keep
150
track
to
of,
200 packages a month now. So on a monthly basis, it's
That is a busy hive.
It's a busy operating hive. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So wouldn't trade it for anything. We
No.
thoroughly enjoy it. We love making the difference. People like making cards and projects to share with people that they love and making a difference in other people's lives. So I give people the easy button with crafting because almost everything is done except for the stamping. So you need stamps, you need ink, and you need adhesive to put your cards together.
Yeah.
So, and my motto is buy what you love and use what you have. So I design cards in a way that you hopefully have stamps at home so that you're not forced to necessarily buy the stamps that I feature. We want you to be creative and use what you have and then buy what you love. So
I think that's why we mesh all those things. Yeah.
I usually do next month for July, we have 7 kitted classes that you could choose from. And some months we have up to 10 kitted classes. It just depends on what's going on that month. And then there's always kit classes, paper pumpkin classes, and then the other 2, Mystery Card Night and Share a Recipe, Create a Card. Those are non-kitted classes. So probably 15 classes a month, and then we offer them multiple times. So people ask how many lives I do. I've been live every day since Monday doing different various things because I'm making up for...
Please send Red Bull to Chris.
No, just coffee. Coffee, beer, and water. Those are my drinks of choice.
Please send beer and coffee to Chris.
Yep.
She probably has the water covered.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, you are a busy bee, and that's great. You are making lots of crafters and craftettes very happy.
Happy. Yes.
And we're always glad to share your fun. Did you have to move all of your videos from Facebook over to YouTube? Because
I pulled off the Band-Aid from the Facebook back in October of 2022. And every live I did from March of 2020 on, I always downloaded every one and put it into YouTube. And I transitioned off of Facebook Lives in 2022. So I just, whatever was out there, I didn't care. I just let it be because I know it's all in YouTube. So so I didn't have a lot of heartache or crying from that.
Yeah, I think there were some people that did. You're getting photobombed again.
I know. Yeah.
Patty says,
Little kitten sighting there. That's little hunky noodle.
oh, Hunky Noodle, you're adorable. Oh, my goodness. Well, do you remember what we do at the end of the show?
We kiss our brains.
We do, and it's that time. Yay. Let's kiss our brains and say goodnight to everybody. Hey, Chatterbox, I think you're going to have fun with this one. I'm looking forward to see what you make your space be. It'll be so fun. Mr. Producer, you did a great job. Thank you so much for getting all the tech figured out before the show. We had some scramble to do. And Christine, it's always a pleasure to have you on. Good luck with all your fundraising this fall, and we will see you in December.
We will, yes.
All right. And the kitty
6th-year anniversary. It'll be my 6th December, I think, with you.
I think so. You're a staple. Just
yeah.
All right. Well,
y'all
take care. Send in those cards, and we will see the silver and gold members, as many as you can, right after this. In a few minutes, give me just a little bit to catch up. Seeing you next Wednesday and next Friday for Justine. Night, night. Thank you.
Bye.